Hey everyone, during the summer when the peaches are very ripe and abundant and delicious and cheap, I always make a delicious peach and blueberry galette. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So right here I have 1 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to put in here. We're also going to do a 1/2 cup of sugar. Now this is a very easy dough recipe. Here we got a 1/4 cup of some coarse cornmeal. We're just going to kind of mix this together. Just make sure everything's incorporated together. And also a pinch of salt. Just like that. I'm going to mix that together. Now I have a stick of cold butter that I went ahead and diced up. Now if you have a food processor, you can do it in there, but I don't, so I'm going to show you the old-fashioned way to do it. So we're going to go ahead and put our butter in here, and with our fingers we're just going to kind of mix it until it looks like coarse cornmeal. Alright, so once you mix it all together, it's going to kind of look like thick sand almost. So it's going to look just like that. Now I have a 1/4 cup of buttermilk. We're just going to go ahead and add to it. With your hand, just kind of mix it all together. And obviously it's easy if you have a food processor, but not everyone has one. So you can see here how we do it. And mix it all together. Now we want to let this chill and set up in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to an hour, or longer. You can make it the night before. So we mix it all together. I'm going to wrap it with some plastic wrap and then pop it in the refrigerator. Alright, so we let our dough chill overnight because we're having it today. So now I have 4 large peaches that I'm going to go ahead and cut into 8s. So I'm going to show you how I like to cut them. Just cut them right around. Just kind of roll them right there, just like that. You're going to expose the pit. Now with another knife, I just like to go kind of around the pit, just like this. And it'll pop right out, just like that. So then, we're going to go ahead and cut these just like this. Perfect. And then we have a pint of blueberries. Now if you don't want to use blueberries, you don't have to. You can use raspberries, you can use blackberries, you can use whatever you want. Just going to put those in there. So now we're going to go ahead and put some blueberries in here. 1 pint of blueberries. Look how good this looks. This is such a great summer dessert. And then I'm going to go ahead to that. Add a 1/2 cup of sugar. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. This is going to make it have a nice thick sauce almost in there. It's going to make it nice and thick. Oh, and we're going to pinch of salt as well. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up all together. Alright, and also to this, we just want to add just the juice of about a 1/2 of a lemon here. It's just going to give it a little bit of freshness and zing to it. Beautiful. Look how good that looks. And you can see the cornstarch is already making the juices that are coming out of those peaches thick. So we're going to set this aside. We have our beautiful dough that's been sitting in the refrigerator overnight. We go ahead and roll it out. Now this is a very versatile recipe. You can do any kind of filling that you want, really. You can make it even savory. You want to do figs and prosciutto and some goat cheese. Make it like an appetizer, that'd be good. Alright. Let's go ahead. We have our rolling pin here. It's going to roll this out to a nice circle. Look how easy this rolls out. Just like this. Now you want to make sure you don't take it out beforehand because it's not a very thick dough. It's kind of a loose dough, but that's good. That's what you want. Alright, so we just rolled it out to about 14 inches here. So I'm just kind of pat it all down, make sure there's no holes or anything like that. Just like this. Perfect. And we're going to go ahead and add our peaches and blueberries to the middle. I'm going to leave about an inch or so border. Just like this. Look how beautiful this is going to be. Oh my god, it's going to be so good. Just going to put them in there, right in the middle. What we're going to do is just basically fold the dough over. I'm going to arrange them on top to make them look nice and pretty. Just like that. Beautiful. So Let's get some of these blueberries on the top too. So now we're going to take our dough and just start folding it over just like that. So we'll kind of crease it over itself, as you can see. Just like that. Don't worry, there's going to be a little bit of spillage. That's to be expected. You're dealing with really ripe, juicy peaches like this. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Beautiful. Look at that. So now we have an egg. I'm going to go ahead and whisk this together. This is just going to make sure it gets nice and golden brown on the outside. Just like to use your fingers if you can. Just kind of get it all over there. Or if you have a pastry brush, or if you let someone borrow your pastry brush and haven't gotten it back, that's why I'm using my fingers. So now you have your egg wash on there. You're just going to take some sugar and just put it on just like that, and then pop it into the oven, 45 minutes at 375. So our galette is all nice and cooked, and it looks delicious. Look at that. How amazing does that look? So you just want to let it sit for a couple minutes, slice, and serve with some ice cream. Peach and blueberry galette. I hope you like it.